It's Rich Sherman here, realtor in Southern California. You know, whenever I come across anything interesting, I like to bring it to you guys. And I tell you, I really do my best to get my politics sort of out of the TikTok channel because it's not all that relevant. But every so often, I come across something that's so infuriating, so wrong, and so ridiculous and it affects the markets. I just have to say something about it. And a week ago, Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary under Donald Trump, said something so foolish and so flip and so just dumb, and it had a direct effect on the mortgage rate. And I think we should talk about it. There are three credit rating agencies. There's Standard & Poor's, there's Fitch, and there's Moody's. Standard & Poor's cut down the U.S. credit rating to AA from AAA in 2011. Fitch did the same thing in 2023. Moody's just did so last week. So what that means is, of the three credit rating agencies out there, none of them believe that the U.S. debt is AAA rated anymore. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. And the reason it's a problem is because money leaves the bond market, which causes the bond markets the yields to go higher, which causes the interest rate to go higher. Whatever happens typically in the 10-year bond rate will also affect the 30-year mortgage rate. It's just there's a one-to-one correlation. Sometimes it goes a little bit separate, but most of the time they follow. And that is what happened. The interest rate has gone up to over 7%. It's come back down a little bit to just under. We were at 6.85. We were on a trajectory to go down when he did this. He went on the Sunday shows and he said the fact that Moody's has downgraded the United States credit rating is a lagging indicator, as if it doesn't matter, and then actually said, who cares? He looked at the camera and said, who cares that Moody's did this? As if there's going to be no effect. Of course there's going to be an effect, a deleterious one, a bad one. It's going to send mortgages higher, and it is just foolish. For a Treasury Secretary to be so flip and so foolish is damaging to all of us. I don't know how else to put that. So I'm sorry to say so, but our interest rate is now higher and probably will remain higher, both because of the credit rating and because the Treasury Secretary seems to not know his job. So if you have a house, you want to have a house, you live in a house, you rent a house, you have a credit card, you have a car, you have any sort of loan, your interest rates just went up because Scott Bessent decided to say something stupid and hasn't done anything to pull it back. So welcome to Trump's America.